more teens are starting to have unprotected sex again. But we don't know why.
We're at a place in history where we have the ability to educate in the biggest classroom in the world, the internet. And if we can utilize that classroom, utilize the internet, I think we could make a dramatic impact in the United States when it comes to teen pregnancy rates.
There are just so many reasons why someone gets pregnant that I don't think we can put it on one aspect of media. I think media of any kind, whether it be television or texting or whatever, can influence someone to gain the knowledge that they need. But the motivations are far deeper than that, and certainly we may see it on a TV show or whatever, but they're really about human relationships, what people's needs are.
There are some positive things that teens experience by having intimate relationships, and we can't deny those, and we shouldn't deny those. They've been the same throughout history. As people grow, they like to have attention, they like to have affection, they like to have affirmation. But we want to encourage that and teach people how to do that in ways that aren't going to be harmful to them and others.
One of the things we're learning already, there are a lot of misconceptions, and the idea that technology itself is a bad thing when it's really not the technology, that's just a tool.
The problem is not that they're seeing pornography and are getting injured by it. It's that that's the only thing they're getting. So if we give them other information, if they have a comprehensive understanding of sexuality, then they have a context in which to put what they're seeing online.
Already online, there's some very good websites that are for teens, and some of them are run by teens, and teens can answer each other's questions. There's also, I'm hearing in development, different apps for cell phones, for example, that would give good information, like having an app about birth control. We've talked about lots of different things to do in the classroom at this conference. For instance, using devices which are called clickers, where students, all the students in your class can participate. You can ask them questions and they can respond, and you can get a poll from the students. These are very, very useful technologies that we need to be incorporating because the young people are used to them, they're experienced with them, and so those of us who didn't grow up with them have to learn to use them more frequently and with more skill in what we do.
I think we need to make sure we're current and that we're on top of the latest media, the latest technology, the latest facts about sexuality education, so that we're not giving kids misinformation. I think we have to share with parents the importance of us working together, that there's a role that the parents play, but there's also a role that the schools play, and that these topics do come up in school, and that we need to have a little bit of leeway in discussing some of these things and having frank discussions with kids, or resources that are available to kids in the schools, so that the reality doesn't become a teen pregnancy or an STI.
People say to me, when do I start talking to my children about sexuality? And I say, when do you start talking to your children about astronomy? When they ask.